Welcome and thank you so much for taking time to learn more about the elementary middle school special education program at the University of Maryland. We're really passionate about preparing teacher candidates who have the ability and skills to be competitive in today's job market. Our candidates leave our program ready to think about the best strategies to give children with and without disabilities access to content areas like reading, mathematics, social studies, and to truly prepare children who can be critical thinkers in today's world. Please feel free to reach out to us after this presentation if you have any questions. The Elementary Middle Special Education program at the University of Maryland has two tracks. The first track is to support children with severe disabilities and includes a certification in special education, which allows that individual to work with children in first through eighth grade. And the second endorsement is from the state, and it's to work with children with severe and profound disabilities. Track two is for individuals who want to work with children who potentially have more high incidence disabilities in nature. I'll talk a little bit more about what those are on the next slide. This certification also provides individuals with the opportunity to work with children in grades first through eight through a special education certification, but they also get a general education elementary certification for grades first through sixth. This track is intended for individuals who may want to be resource room teachers or work in a co-taught general education classroom. We know in our classrooms today there are learners with a great diversity of needs, and our program strives to develop teacher candidates who can support learners with varying strategies, ideas, tools, and just paths to being successful. Again, track one, it's outlined in blue here on the slide, is intended to support children with severe disabilities. This may involve working closely with paraprofessionals, community supports, developing communication support and strategies for children, and also thinking about how might you set up a inclusive, self-contained classroom and opportunities for the children to engage in the school and in the community. Track two came out of several requests from teachers for a dual certification track. Again, teachers get dual certified in both elementary and special education. And the idea, our goal, is that these are teachers who can support children with and without disabilities. They may be looking at behavior strategies, academic interventions in an inclusive classroom, or even really just supporting attention or learning disability based challenges. As you can see from this slide, we work really hard to prepare our interns and teacher candidates for a competitive job market. They start in year three through pre-internship experiences where they have the opportunity to observe in classrooms and even tutor children who are at risk for reading failure. During year four, they engage in a year-long internship experience where they're matched with mentors who are aligned with the types of classrooms that they hope to work in one day, whether that be a self-contained classroom setting or a co-taught inclusive general education setting or resource room, special education resource room. You'll find that both in the pre-internship and the internship year, their foundational knowledge is being built by making meaningful connections between coursework and these hands-on experiences.
As a special educator, you go into this profession knowing that you will be working with a unique group of students who are facing more than just the obstacle of having a disability. I've impacted the lives of my students by acting with love and patience. Most of the time, my students just want to be heard, so I listen to them. And from there, I find creative ways to encourage them and instill a desire for learning. Almost all of my students leave my classroom with their head held higher than it was when they entered.
A really great opportunity that candidates who complete our undergraduate program have is that 12 of their undergraduate credits can count towards a master's degree. What this means is that in order to get the 30 credits needed for a master's degree, they would only need 18 additional credits upon completion. This double count option saves a lot of money towards that graduate education and that additional degree. Overall, whether candidates are looking at the undergraduate program or the double count master's program once they graduate, the outlook and job prospects for special educators are really promising given that there's such a high demand for special educators and individuals who have that certification.
Being a special educator is one of the most unique and rewarding careers that you could get into. Special educators impact the lives of so many people. Some of the people include the children with disabilities, the family of students with disabilities, and just the school community in general. As a special educator, you are empowering students and their families, both inside of the classroom with their academics and out just in the world, to have confidence in themselves and just to be who they are as people.
Hello, my name is Yewon Lee, and I'm an assistant clinical professor here at the University of Maryland. At the University of Maryland, we attract one of the most passionate, innovative, and motivated teacher candidates. But most importantly, our teacher candidates are fearless learners. They undergo rigorous coursework and training on implementing the most up-to-date evidence-based practices, and they come out with an even greater thirst to learn and to teach. I trust that our graduates are fully ready and prepared to model by example and to foster the same kind of joy for learning in all children.
Hi, my name is Stacy Williams, and I'm the internship coordinator for the special education program. I was asked about our students in our program and kind of what characteristics the students in our program have. And there's so many wonderful things I could talk about with respect to our students, but I think what I love most about our students is how curious they are and also how insightful they are. They ask great questions to really get engaged in the field and to learn about best practices for working with students with disabilities. And they just really motivate the people around them with their curiosity. And so that's what I really love about our students and their characteristics. But also in terms of what our students can contribute to the field of special education, our students are really working towards being change agents. And as such, they bring some great new strategies out into the field when they start their career, both with the use of technology and the current evidence-based practices that they're learning about in their coursework. And they really do wind up being leaders in so many ways. And leadership doesn't necessarily mean that they move into administration. They may choose to do that, but they also are classroom leaders and leaders of teams and leaders of children and families. And they do a really nice job collaborating with families to meet the needs of all of their learners.
If you'd like additional information about the program, please contact us at edadvising@umd.edu. We hope to hear from you. If you have any additional questions about the tracks of study, the coursework, or the experiences that we embed in the program, please feel free to reach out to me, Dawn Martin, at djmartin@umd.edu. Thank you again.